You're watching T Radio V, radio in TV.
Hello and welcome to the Street Angel Show here in the heart of Hollywood at T Radio V. Thank you for watching, and we have an exciting show today, all with angel stuff. So let me introduce myself. I am Mandolyn Reese. I'm known as the Street Angel or the LA Street Angel. I started in LA wandering around with wings and posters, and then I expanded into the rest of the country. So I just go wherever the breeze blows me. But I wear, wings front and posters front and back, and I have different ones that I go out with. These are my stealth one. And, people over profits is an important message nowadays. So those are just a sampling of what I do. And so I got this awesome show here, and I have devoted it to helping others and spreading light and positivity, wisdom and advice. And so today's topic, I have Heavenly Voices, Hollywood Angels. So now we're going to be talking to my friend, Skye Delamey.
Hello.
How's it going?
Hi.
I'm so excited to have you because we both go way back.
Yeah, we met 100 years ago.
100. Last lifetime, So, how are you doing?
I'm wonderful. I'm excited to be here.
I'm excited to have
you. I'm
you.
so excited for you and everything you're doing. It's awesome.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so do you remember how we met?
I actually do.
You do? Okay, let's hear it. Because
it was unbelievable.
Yeah?
Yeah. It was at a red carpet. There was some agitated, crazy girl.
Oh, yeah.
Really in the dark, and she's gone, disappeared. But I met you, and you were her extreme opposite.
I remember that now.
And I was like, could you just stand in front of her? And you did. And she's disappeared. She was causing people pain and just very unstable.
Chaotic. So she calmed down when I was.
She disappeared. I'm not kidding. You you intervened, and when I saw your energy, I was like, why can't everybody be like her? And
oh, thank you.
Like, oh my gosh, it's just so basic, just to be kind. Why not be kind?
Right.
When you have the option of being psycho or cruel and you have the option and the choice to be kind, why not just be kind?
Well,
why not?
I think that's why I got the calling to do this here in this city. Like when I moved here on my second day in Los Angeles, boom, I got the calling to go out with posters about kindness because it's needed here.
It's needed, yeah.
So,
in the city of angels.
Hollywood, Los Angeles is like a trendsetter city.
Yeah.
And so if people start breaking down in their communication and kindness and there's like all this chaos, that's just going to spread all over the place. It's going to become more commonplace.
Absolutely.
And I'm noticing it more even in my hometown. So it's spreading, and we got to try to combat it with the posters. Have patience. And even in LA traffic, have patience. And, be kind, have hope, forgive people.
Then I keep running into you at the Skye Bar over and over again. The Skye Bar.
I don't go there anymore because they actually are kind of rude to me about the wings. They're like, take off your wings and you're not allowed in here and put your posters away. And they like make me hide them in a bush or something. And I'm like, well, I'm not coming here anymore. So.
But you made your mark already.
Oh, yeah. But, I don't know if they remember me or not. But I want to show a few pictures of us together. If you got them to whip up. Yeah. Here's, tell us about this one.
Oh, how cute is that? Why does my one guitar player look like a demon, though?
Well, he's got his heart hands,
though. So funny, but look at his eyeballs. Oh, my gosh.
I know, it's kind of a contradiction there.
That was very cute. So there's me and Nikolai.
That was one of your concerts.
One of my shows,
and she was doing a charity drive that night. Do you remember which charity?
We were donating to No Kid Hungry, and then also the
it's
city
like a food
of
drive or something.
Yes, and also the city of Los Angeles Parks and Shelters for children in need.
Yeah, so that's something. That's why I wanted to have Skye on my show, is because she's kind of the more edgy rock star kind of angel in Hollywood, but she does a lot of charity drives and efforts, and she's a very sweet, good-hearted person, and I adore being around her. And I think you really are doing a good job in your capacity to get out there and rock your passion.
Thank you.
And I admire your efforts in the way that you do it, having your concert, charity drives and bringing awareness, and some of your songs, and like I said, they're kind of this edgy style, but she incorporates these important messages into her lyrics. So why don't we talk a little about that? Which songs would you like to talk about to start with?
There's so many. One that we have on our set list is called Heroics. Heroics is dedicated to the firefighters and the paramedics who never say die, and they save lives. And
yeah, they're in the grind.
They are.
They're out there, all hours of the night. They're called to the worst accident scenes and death scenes, and they do their best to save people.
They really do. And that act, what they do is called Heroics. It's an act of, that's why the song is called Heroics. And I have a heart on stage, like a beating heart, just to symbolize
you use cool
that.
Props.
Yeah.
That's something cool she does, is she uses active, cool, props to, incorporate with her lyrics and messages and stuff. So, here we go, pictures. So here's her singing. This is Whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
So Whiskey A Go-Go is actually a really well-known kind of famous venue for rock stars in Hollywood. So we got a few more of you performing. I picked some of my favorites off of your pages that you sent me. So what was this? Was that like a photoshopped thing?
Somebody did that for me.
It looks so cool.
I have harps. I play the harp. Isn't that funny?
Oh, I was wondering, because I was like, I love the harp. It's so angelic and heavenly. So that's cool. Do you have any harp songs?
I do. I actually do.
Oh, cool. So this was Halloween.
Yep.
So here's a funny story about what I was wearing. I look like a total dork. But so I dress up so many days out of the year in various outfits and angel wings that by the time Halloween actually rolled around that year, I was like, screw this. I'm tired. I'm not dressing up. It's cold as crap outside. And so I was like, I'm just going to wear something comfortable. And then I threw on my wings and my Lady Liberty hat. So it was the most random looking, bizarre, dorky outfit I could have mustered. But hey, at least I was damn warm and everyone else was freezing. But yeah, Skye looks like a princess.
Oh.
Totally gorgeous. But that was a fun party. There was a girl giving readings there, and then we went and wandered the street, right?
Yeah.
That was fun. People have these crazy, this huge, the biggest costume parade in the country, maybe the world, I don't know, but zillions of people crowd Santa Monica Boulevard and just walk in their costumes, and that's what we did.
I remember, yeah.
So epic. And do we have any more pictures, or was that it? That was it? Okay. I don't know which other ones they might have showed. But I wanted to ask, so I gave you card readings at one of your parties.
Uh-huh.
That was epic. So do you remember that?
I had a Christmas party at Shutters.
Yeah, Shutters.
I do that too. I do a toy drive,
Every
food
year.
drive at Shutters too, a canned food.
I missed the last one because I was
Shutters in
out
Santa
of town.
Monica.
But if I just happened to be in town that time for the holidays, and so it was this huge party, and something told me to bring my angel cards, and so I was there.
That's beautiful.
I spent till 11 o'clock. I was one person after another. Everybody except one person was not into it, but I did everybody a reading.
So sweet and beautiful. I
So
remember that. I
cool.
thought it was very sweet.
I would love to do more of those. But let's talk more about your songs. So you did a benefit concert for animals too, right?
Yes.
Which one? Which
Dobie Rescue and
Dobie.
Little Paws, and then the Lang Foundation.
Yay. Very nice.
What we can learn from dogs.
Do you do most of your
incredible.
concerts at Whiskey A Go-Go?
Right now I have a residency at the Whiskey A Go-Go. However,
Oh.
I have many shows booked all over
Cool.
the world.
Aren't you doing
all over.
a national tour? Or
Yeah.
Yeah, currently?
For my new album, Untamed Circus.
Okay. Do you want to talk about the Untamed Circus? Because this is
Yeah.
kind of related to what I said earlier about your lyrics and the messages. So what are they about?
Well, on the album Untamed Circus, there's the song Detention. That's why you told me to bring props, so I actually brought a chalkboard, a little mini version of a chalkboard.
Detention.
Detention. So that's one of the songs on the album. There's other songs like Raquel, Girlfriend Muzzle. Girlfriend Muzzle has just been released, by the way. It's on iTunes and Amazon as of yesterday.
Okay.
Woohoo.
That was kind of
It's available. Girlfriend Muzzle.
comedy song in a
It's
way.
a
'cause
comedy,
it's
yeah.
It's muzzle up your girlfriend, because it's talking about a girlfriend who's really annoying or something like that.
But the message is the opposite. It's to be empowered, and you know what? You can talk and you can speak your mind, and you don't have to wear a muzzle.
Right.
It's just more kind of you don't have to dumb down and shut up and be pretty. You can
right.
be
And that's
empowered
important
and
for people
you
to
know.
hear, to open your throat chakra,
Yeah.
because oftentimes in life you get around people that will shut down your throat chakra. They won't allow you to speak your truth. But you have the divine soul freedom right to speak your truth. So own that and do it, right?
Absolutely.
But you got to tune into your heart center and, you know, make it work with your mind and make sure what you're speaking is not going to screw up your life too.
Yeah,
So.
that's a huge, what you just said, that has a lot to do with the whole entire concept of the album.
Yeah.
And being free and
that
not
detention.
being punished, not getting detention and not being condemned or being punished for wanting to think for yourself. And
Right.
this really, it appeals to young people too, like teens, because I was one of those teens. It's like, you know,
Slightly rebellious? Or?
yeah, like you know, like SATs don't necessarily, the pressure that teens have over things like an SAT score, when
Right.
at the end of the day it depends on your life path, and it doesn't even necessarily guarantee anything. I went to a great college. I never even took the SATs. I walked out of the SATs.
Really? Well, you know, the school system's a whole nother mess
Yeah.
to talk about,
Yeah.
but I understand that it's a very complicated mess, and, you know, I don't even know what to say about that. But your song makes sense about, you know, being authentic.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
Do you want to play a little clip from that later
Sure.
or
Yeah,
now?
we can.
You want to play a little clip from Detention? Just maybe a minute or something? It's edgy, I'm telling you. But it has good messages in there.
Confined in a uniform, standing in line and doing one's job. How does this knowledge apply to real life? Who are you to tell me what to think? When I was there, believing my own truth. When I was there, had faith in what I do. And found out clearly that I'm just a girl who wants to live free. And allow my plea to be that I'm just a girl who wants to live free. Busted, but I am just a girl. 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 Detention, the tool to punish me. Who am I that I ought to disagree? Standing in line, raising my hand, being a puppet in an organized land makes me wanna be more authentic.
So yeah, that's a great clip from her Detention video, and I wanted to say you wrote some other songs for other charities.
Mhm.
You want to talk about those?
Years ago, I wrote a song called Dungeons for ProjectNightlight.org.
And what's that?
Prevention of child abuse
Which is
and
so
awareness.
important.
Yeah, ProjectNightlight.org. So Dungeons, and that's for you actually.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I love little gifts.
And that's from
So-
a long time ago. That song was out, but that's one of the first charities that I wrote for. But also
What is it?
CCHR.org.
What does it talk about
Dungeons is just to be there for them, you know.
for the kids?
Yeah.
So yeah, the message with this is, you know, kids look up to adult behavior. They model after us. So, you know, if you've been in a pattern of abuse in your life, like let's say your parents abused you, you don't want to repeat that abuse to your kids. Like, try to do something different and be a better role model. Your kids are going to look up to you, and then they're going to grow up and be just like you, and then they're going to abuse their kids, and it's just this generational problem. So
Right.
you got to have the awareness of, let's stop this trend and exercise from a place of unconditional love and acceptance, and understanding that you're training a new soul how to live in this life.
That's beautiful.
And
yeah.
everything that you say and do is going to impact them on a much deeper level than you might be aware of, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So this is, thank you. I'll go listen to that. And you had another one, Francis Farmer.
Francis Farmer.
What's that?
Francis Farmer is it's on stage. We have pills, like fake pills. We toss
Yeah, I
out to the
remember
audience.
that. It's like she has these little RX pill bottles, and she's like throwing them out. It's like this action.
Tic Tacs.
Yeah, it's cool. Oh, it is. That's cute.
It's Francis Farmer. it's an organization called cchr.org. It's what struck me about that. I actually went to it's a museum in Hollywood called Industry of Death. I walked in thinking it's an art museum, and what I saw was just so intense.
Wow.
And the song Francis Farmer is about not reaching for that bottle of the pill bottle, not reaching for Ritalin for your kids, or not, shoving fistfuls of pills. That's not going to make your problem go away.
Yeah, there's a chronic problem in the country about relying on pills for all sorts of things, and you got to be careful with them.
Especially if they can kill you,
They can kill you. There's a lot of deaths from prescription drugs.
Absolutely, that's what it's about.
And you got to be careful quitting cold turkey if you're on something. You got to, like, carefully take yourself off of stuff. It's a tricky situation. We probably shouldn't get into that, but just being aware that pill popping is a serious problem in this country, and people get addicted and abuse it. They end up in rehab. It can destroy their life. Yeah, it's a mess.
And it's a prescription.
Yeah. So what does your song talk about? Like, just being careful? And
well, it's just it's called The Industry of Death, and I mean, it was initially called The Industry of Death. Now it's but the title is Francis Farmer, and it's in dedication of the actress Francis Farmer and many others who actually did die or
from drug overdose,
prescription drug. Their lives were altered negatively because of prescription drugs.
There's so many stories like
and
that
trusting
in Hollywood.
a doctor, like trusting because it's a doctor, thinking that you can shove a whole bunch of Ritalin to your child, or because a doctor gave you a high dose of something or other, that's okay, without questioning it and without just blindly taking it. And then dying or having liver failure because of it.
Yeah. I'm going to share a quick personal story. Back when I worked full-time in a social work and I was typing, 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, it blew out my hands and wrists. Like, I had severe carpal tunnel. And it was getting so chronic, I started to go to see hand doctors. And they were giving me, first they tried shots, and those didn't help at all. Like, cortisone shots on my wrist, they didn't help me at all. They helped some people, but they didn't help me. But then when that didn't work, they just started writing me prescription. Like, I went through 5 different prescriptions that I'm entrusting the doctor for this. And I'm trying these pills. Every single one of those 5 prescription pills were horrible. Like, the side effects were horrible. Like, and they each had something different. One made me feel like a zombie. One made me feel like I wanted to die, like suicidal. Like, it was horrible. It made me feel depressed. One made me feel like I was going to have a heart attack and die. After taking one pill, I felt like I was going to die of a heart attack. And this was when I was in my 20s. So I was a healthy person other than my carpal tunnel, and these pills were making me want to die. It was like, so I'm just saying, they're like bad stuff.
Yeah, totally. That sounds insane.
And I mean, not for everybody, but a lot of times side effects can be worse than the damn problem you went for. It's like, what is going on here? But anyway, so let's go back to what we were talking about. So you talked about heroics, which is about, paramedics and stuff like that. And are there any other ones you wanted to touch before because I know we're getting toward the end of the show.
They're all... I've never in my life written a song that doesn't have a message behind it, and sometimes it's about me, sometimes it's somebody else's story. Raquel, for example, that's on the new album as well. Raquel was inspired by it's not for a cause, but again, it has that message of independence and empowerment.
What do you use the keyboard prop in?
The guitar.
Guitar.
This is a vintage guitar that I got.
I was going to say that's so cool. Like almost like an old kid's toy.
I know.
I love
it's a 1970s vintage guitar. I had to really research it. For some reason, they're not as common anymore as much as they used to be. But unless you're writing a big old symphony, which I have, like a lot of piano-based music as well, like ballads. But if it's just a riff, you can get away with a guitar.
And it still works?
It totally works. I use it in the shows, and the guitar is used on my song Meteor Showers.
Oh, I liked that song.
Yeah, it's a little more mellow.
Yeah, I remember it from
it's like flowy.
The last concert I went to. Yeah. But anyway, I want to thank you for coming and sharing what you do. And, I hope that your story inspires other people who may watch this to do similar things, like have charity drives at their concerts if you're a singer, or you know, or like with mine, I had a costume charity birthday party. So it's like you're having a birthday party, but you get gifts and stuff, but you're also sharing with others who lack, you know, who are in need. And so it's like kind of, this is why I'm having the show, to, you know, motivate and inspire positive changes and more community involvement and random acts of kindness giving, and
Yeah.
makes sense.
Beautiful.
So I just wanted to thank you for that, and thank you for all you do, and your cool songs and stuff like that. And I wanted to say, is there any last words you want to say, like, for the show?
Thank you so much for having me.
Of
and
course.
You know what? I'm happy to be here.
Yeah. What's your YouTube channel?
YouTube.com/Skye Delamey, and I'll spell it quickly. SKYEDELAME, as in Mary EY.
Oh, there it is.
And
yeah.
SkyeDelamey.com is my website. There's a whole bunch of stuff on my website. Untamed Circus is my 4th album. I've been doing this a long time. I've been playing and singing since I could crawl.
Awesome.
And acting. I've been
that's how
doing
it
this
starts,
my whole life.
You know, it's like you get started in the
And I'll be-
diapers.
Yeah. So it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of content and a lot of music and lots of videos constantly.
Cool. Okay,
Enjoy.
so I think next week we're having guests about the Whole Person magazine and the Gateway. It's going to be epic. And then I have a guy from another talk show, a Life Changes talk show. So that's going to be next week, so be sure to tune in. And let's see, a call to action would be, maybe think of a way you can do like a donation or charity drive in your life, just for others. And you'll see that when you give to others, the universe will surprise you with magical things that appear in your life, things that you wanted. Like the universe will give back to you when you give to others. So that's like your call to action. Just think about it. Just, maybe come up with a creative plan of giving to others. And I wanted to thank my audience for watching and supporting, and encouraging comments are always welcome. And tune in next week. Thank you. I love you, and I will see you next week. Bye.
Wipe away the dust with your secret wings. LA Street Angel, hold me in your heart. Tell us all
You are watching T Radio V, Radio and TV.